Monday. I know how it feels to be in pain and embarrassed because
offer the latest technology. X-ray. Call 844-4CUNNING.
Eyewitness News with live breaking news.
Right now at 11, running out of oxygen, a dire situation as rescue crews search the Atlantic Ocean for a missing submarine. We're live as the Coast Guard just wrapped up another update.
Happening right now, a major rally to support the Hollywood writers who are now in their 8th week of their strike where they're live.
And this first day of summer looks great, sunny, warm, but the second day of summer, not so much. Brianna explains that coming up. Good morning to you. This is Eyewitness News at 11 a.m. We're live on ABC 7, Hulu, and wherever you stream. I'm Philip Palmer.
And I'm Giovanna Lotta. Happening now, a massive rally and march in support of writers currently on strike.
Eyewitness News reporter Irene Cruz is on the Miracle Mile. I just happen to know she's walking with members of the WGA. Irene.
Hi, good morning, Philip, Giovanna. As you can see, we have hundreds of writers and supporters who are marching now in support of the WGA strike. They started at Pan Pacific Park, ending at the La Brea Tar Pits for a rally that's happening in just an hour. But union members are making their voices heard. This is 8 weeks since they walked off the job. Let's take a look at the march from Air 7 HD. As of now, there's no end in sight to the strike. There are no plans for talks between the WGA and the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers. The WGA says the strike has cost the California economy $1.5 billion so far. Writers are pushing for better pay, especially with streaming residuals, as well as staffing requirements for shows. The WGA is also pushing back against the use of artificial intelligence in script writing.
Our fight to be included in the process of what we're making in general as a broader argument about the human connection to art in general. When we live in such a capitalist sort of perception and execution of artwork, we start to lose the human connection to it.
The career of writing is in danger, and it's harder and harder for writers to make a career. Over the last decade, the median pay of writers is down 4%, and that goes up to 23% when adjusted for inflation. And if that keeps going, writing is no longer going to be a career, it's going to be a gig.
Again, there are hundreds of people right now walking along Fairfax Avenue towards the La Brea Tar Pits. They are all marching towards a rally at the La Brea Tar Pits that starts at 12 p.m. Again, there is no end in sight for the WGA strike. Reporting live in the Fairfax District, Irene Cruz, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Irene, thank you. Firefighters found a man's body after putting out a building fire in South L.A. It happened just after midnight at a one-story warehouse near Main Street and Imperial Highway. Firefighters were able to knock down the fire in less than an hour. The man's name has not been released, and the cause of the fire is under investigation.
And now to breaking news. Banging heard as the desperate search for the Titanic tourist submarine continues right now.
Right now, there's less than 24 hours of oxygen left in the lost Ocean Gate Expedition submersible. ABC's Rena Roy is live in New York and has the latest. Rena.
Well, Philip and Giovanna, for 2 days in a row now, rescue teams have detected underwater noises described as banging sounds, even as recently as this morning, according to the Coast Guard, who just gave an update a short time ago. This has given people some hope, but experts stress they are still working to determine the origin of those sounds. Officials estimate there's less than 24 hours of oxygen left in a missing submersible with 5 people on board. The search is intensifying, rescue crews desperate to find the vessel. Overnight, the U.S. Coast Guard confirming a Canadian aircraft detected underwater noises in the search area, but still no sign of the vessel.
It's very difficult to discern what the source of those noises are at times, but I can tell you that this team has multiple sensors. They're in the area, and every one of those noises is being analyzed, tracked, looked for patterns, and reported upon.
The U.S., Canada, and France joining forces to scour more than 10,000 miles of ocean. The Titan vessel, operated by OceanGate Expeditions, disappeared an hour and 45 minutes into its journey Sunday morning to see the Titanic shipwreck. These are some of the last images taken before they entered the water.
This is an incredibly complex search operation requiring both surface and subsurface elements. We also have to factor in the ever-changing weather conditions, currents, and sea states that expand the search area every hour.
All 5 people inside the sub now identified. British explorer and billionaire Hamish Harding, Pakistani businessman Shahzada Dawood, and his 19-year-old son Suleiman. World-renowned Titanic researcher and diver P.H. Narjuleh, and the CEO of OceanGate, Stockton Rush, who gave ABC affiliate Como a look inside the Titan as it was being built in 2018.
A team of 5 will squeeze into Titan for each dive and view the wreckage on these monitors. To fly the vessel, the pilot uses a PlayStation controller.
Now growing questions around safety features. In a 2018 counterclaim lawsuit, a former employee claims he was fired after warning about the sub's lack of physical safety scans. The company sued him for breach of contract and allegedly sharing company secrets. The disputes settled out of court. And in a 2018 letter obtained by the New York Times and authenticated by ABC News, members of a committee specializing in submersibles expressed unanimous concern about the sub's safety. Members say OceanGate did make some changes after that letter. Live in New York, Rena Roy for ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay, Rena, thank you.
We hope them the best. I mean, gosh, we hope they're found.
Let's go over to Brianna Ruffalo now. We finally have a little sunshine here, but you say some changes are on the way. Let's just worry about today first.
Yeah, just think about today. Enjoy today. Yeah, I know, because it's coming back. But it's been so nice to wake up to the sun. I've been hearing it from so many people what a difference it makes. So I hope that you've been enjoying yesterday, today. I mean, this is overlooking Malibu, and it's just a shot that we haven't seen for quite some time. It's not often we've been able to see a lot of sunshine this early on into the day. Some days, even at all. So it is a really, really beautiful start, and mostly clear skies out there. As we head into the rest of the day, it's going to be beautiful. It's already 68 degrees in Malibu. My goodness, mild temperatures along the coast already. Over into downtown LA, we're already at 77. So much warmer than what we've been seeing lately. Today's going to be slightly warmer than yesterday, and we will be seeing some temperatures even into the low 80s for inland. So warm for some spots, and then it's all going to be shifting again here in the coming days. So we do have some drizzle back in the forecast, some cooler temperatures, some more June gloom to talk about, but also some warmer weather as well. So a little bit of a roller coaster in terms of all of that, but we'll have more on it coming up in just a little bit, Philip and Giovanna.
We'll enjoy today while it lasts. Okay, thank you, Brianna. As we continue here at 11 a.m., this just into our newsroom. There's been another death at a popular hiking destination here in the Southland.
And hundreds of marine mammals are sick or dying along our coast.